Hello my lovelies, welcome back to the channel. I am Rebecca Markelv. Today, we're talking about whether I miss being a guy. No. But in all seriousness, do I miss being a guy in the sense of enjoying those leisures that are typically assigned to what males would enjoy or have the pleasantries of having, and vice versa as well. And the solid answer really is just no, I don't miss it. I am happy as who I am, and just the entire experience of being who I am is enough for me to keep going on and in just being happy. Even the simple things like pockets. Women's pockets, a lot tighter, a lot smaller. You're not going to get things in there. That's why you'll probably find a lot of women put things in their back pockets if they have them, and putting stuff in handbags. And in all honesty, I don't mind. It makes me still feel as content as ever as I have ever been since I started transitioning. So really, this video is going to be pretty short, but we can still probably expand on this. So what about other people who knew me before I transitioned, who knew that male version of me? And in a sense, I technically did miss being male for other people. Don't get me wrong. This isn't because I missed being male. This is because I felt guilty. I felt like I was still taking that person away that everyone knew and loved, and it's not about other people, it's about wanting to live my life as who I am inside, and that's all that mattered. But trying to get past that point where you felt that sort of trans guilt, which I have touched on, but I think some people misunderstand sometimes of what I mean about trans guilt, is not because I didn't want to do things for me, it's because I felt guilty for doing those things for me, for being selfish for once, because I wanted to be happy. And it's sometimes hard to get over that, like trying to just be happy for yourself and not for other people. But at the end of the day, everyone who knew me have actually been quite supportive. They're happy for me that I've become who I needed to be, who I felt inside. And they still talk to me and treat me pretty much the same way. There are some things that I can't do now that I used to. Such as the thing like with my brothers, like they're younger, they're teenagers. But that kind of like brotherly love, that sort of play fighting stuff, you know, and I can't really do that anymore because they don't feel comfortable play fighting with a girl, and they just feel like it would be wrong to hurt me. And I completely understand that, I kind of get it. It hasn't exactly changed me personally, it's just sort of like changed some of the ways I act, basically. The things that I sometimes used to do, I don't do anymore just because it's typically more appropriate. And now we watch the dislikes start happening, or people start coming off the video because I'm conforming to some sort of gender stereotype. But that's who I want to be, and that's how I will be. You can't stop that. God, that sounded so passive aggressive. I'm sorry, okay? Even when I was like starting out my transition, it was so different because basically it was my male clothes and my girl clothes, and that's what they were separated. Now I'm just wearing my clothes, and my boy clothes are under the bed still. I'm kind of saving them for another video one day before I get rid of them. But it's so much nicer. It's just, yeah, like I said, I'm wearing my clothes. I'm not wearing my girl's clothes. I'm wearing my clothes. Just those tiny differences, it's such relief, contentment, happiness. Me. But do I miss being a guy? The answer is no. I went through struggles, and I also went through ups and downs because of this battle between my two personas, if you will, because you do kind of experience this kind of inner battle between yourself to make sure that you're definitely making the right decision. Some people know straight off the bat. Some people question it and make sure that they definitely want to make this decision, because I shrugged off my inner thoughts, my inner mindset as just some sort of fantasy. And now it's my reality, and I couldn't be much more happier for it. It's even becoming a point where I sometimes look at like pictures of my old self and I don't see me anymore, which is another really bizarre concept because it is me, but it's a different person. That's a different person. That isn't me anymore. And yeah, so it's very interesting to kind of look back at those sort of things and go, that's someone else. Someone who wasn't happy. Anyway, I think I'm going to cut it off there because there isn't much more to tell. I mean, like I said, the hard answer is just no, I don't miss being a guy. I've always been a woman deep down inside, and that's how it's always been and how it will be. So I do have some different news. If you have watched up to the end of this video, then I'm assuming that you've probably been watching some of my other content, and I just want to announce that I've basically started up a Patreon. I never thought I would ever restart up a Patreon, but I thought I'd give it a go and see how it goes, because any amount of support to help me keep creating content and to start working on more projects for myself, that would be amazing. If anyone wants to support me, there is no obligation to do so, but the link is down below if ever you want to. I'm still kind of working out the kinks and stuff like that and trying to make it more better and stuff, and hopefully start working on merchandising once we can kind of get some sort of ideas rolling. I just want to say that if you do become a patron, then there's also that opportunity to start helping me with making new content and stuff like that. If you have ideas, if there's stuff you want me to talk about or actually do, then that will also be available in the Patreon website, because I do want to start working on my 250 subscriber special. We've way past it now, like that was like 40 odd subscribers ago. Probably even more, but I do want to kind of work on some new content ideas and start like making fun videos and stuff like that to enjoy and just be entertained by, because it's just going to be some silly stuff similar to what Unis Arnis did, and that's kind of why I made that video about talking about Unis Arnis and how it kind of made me want to try out silly, fun, bizarre things like that. And I think that would be a good start to see how it goes. But I really do appreciate the support you have given me. I really do. I never thought I'd even have so much support from you people already, so I really do feel grateful for that. I never ask people to subscribe on my videos because I never feel like I should need to, and I'm still going to continue with doing that as much as I can, because you subscribe whenever you feel you need to. There is no obligation to subscribe, but the support is most appreciated. Anyway, thank you for reaching the end of this video and all that waffle of information. But yeah, I've been Rebecca Markelv, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Take care of yourself.